but I want to do this, so get over it.
Welcome back to the channel. I hope you were expecting me, because it's me also.
What is up, YouTube? It is Canvas, as always. Welcome back to the channel. We're back in the living room. I'm wearing the same shirt because I'm dirty. How are you guys liking this new background? I know I've only shot one other video with the new background, but so far I think it's looking pretty good. So if you guys are new here, please remember that you need to smash that subscribe button, and if you have already subscribed, make sure you hit the bell notification so you get notified when I post. I say that I post fucking, I don't even remember, Tuesdays and Thursdays maybe, but that's a lie, so make sure you hit that bell notification so you get notified when I actually post things. Yeah guys, so as you probably know from the title of this video, it is my tattoo tag. I get asked all the time, what does that mean? How do you have that on that finger instead of all your other fingers? Did you get that for someone else? Or is that for you? Well, here I am. I'm gonna answer all of you guys' questions about my tattoos. I only have 4 tattoos. I'm planning on getting more in the future, so I think as I get more, I'll update this. So like every 4 tattoos, I guess I'll say something else about the pieces that I have. My tattoos, just to forewarn you, are really fucking boring. They all have like a little bit of meaning to them, but like doesn't everyone's. All of my tattoos are located basically in the same place. They're all located on my left arm. I don't know why, but growing up I always had this thing where I only wanted to get tattoos on my left arm and literally nowhere else on my body. Yeah, but I wanted tattoos forever. Ever since I was a kid, I always had this thing about my left arm and never getting anything on my right arm or anywhere else. But as I think about it, I think that one day I might want like thigh pieces. I think that would be the only spot that I would get something in color, but I never want to get tattooed on my right arm. I don't know why. A lot of people say it makes them feel unbalanced, but like I think I would feel weird if both my arms were tattooed. So I'll go ahead and go in chronological order because it's not that hard to remember since I have so little amount of tattoos. So the first one I have is this little anchor on my hand. It was done at a shop in my hometown. It's an anchor, and then obviously, and then it's supposed to have a treble clef around it. The middle of the anchor is supposed to be connected to the top. But let me tell you the story about this little doohickey on my hand here. I was 17. The day was long and I was young. My parents, they had just taken me to the dentist beforehand, and the dentist said, "Hey child, I think that your teeth are fucked up. You should probably come back and get braces sizings." Then, the next day, my mother said, "We have to go back to the dentist." It just so happened there was a tattoo parlor next to the dentist. My mom was not taking me to the dentist. She was surprising me with a tattoo. I was a small bean, and I had no idea about anything about getting tattoos. I knew that I liked tattoos. I knew that tattoos were fucking cool. I knew everything was supposed to be sanitized and that tattoo artists were supposed to show you the needle before they opened it and used it on your skin. But I did not know that you can speak up if you don't fucking like the design that they put on the paper in front of you. You don't have to get that. So, me being the dumb tiny Anna that I am, they drew up this design freehand because the printer wasn't working, and they were like, "Do you like it?" And me being so small and afraid and meek, I was like, "It looks good." So I just let him tattoo the shitty design on my hand. It didn't turn out as bad as I make it out to be. And it's my first tattoo. Like, your first tattoo is supposed to be shitty, but the lighting's not done very well. The shop that I went to isn't a very reputable place. It's really just like a little local town shop. But basically the anchor symbolizes like being held down by music, and that's why the treble clef was around it, because music at the time in my life when I was in high school was the only thing that I had. Of course I had my family and they were really lovely and supportive of me, but like I was going through a really dark time in like personal relationships and stuff, and music was that one thing where like if you felt bad about anything going on in your life, you could turn around and like listen to a song and be like, shit, that person who's singing about this feels exactly the same way that I do. Or instrumentals that were upbeat would make me feel better, or instrumentals that were downbeat would make me think and realize what was going on. So that was what that meant to me at the time, and that's part of the reason that I don't want to get it redone, is because it's like a little, you know, it's like a little mess, like I was back then, and yeah, I kind of like it like that. And then the next one I got is actually probably my favorite piece right now until I get some more. Is this teeny weeny tulip on my arm. I'm a big fan of tiny tattoos because when I get my sleeve, I want to do a bunch of teeny tiny tattoos and like a couple like mid-sized tattoos to kind of just fill in my arm because I only want to get one sleeve. I want to do as many different designs as I possibly can get. But this is my tulip. I really like the shading on it. I like the size. I think it's perfect. Location's a little weird. I don't know why I chose there. If I had to redo it, I'd probably put it like in a different spot somewhere, maybe like right here or something. But I mean, it's there now. That's where it is. But I got this at the same shop that I got the first one at, but the artist was different. And he was much, much better. He freehanded this as well. I showed him a picture on my phone and he freehanded it, but I like his artwork. Shading, his needlework is a lot better. You can see all the you know, the lines and the shading, and it just looks a lot better. There's not really a specific reason behind why I got the tulip. At the time it was, I had met this girl who I currently live with, and will probably be with for the rest of my life, hopefully. And it was kind of like when we first met, we were like, oh, what flowers do you like? Oh, I like daisies and tulips. Oh, I like tulips too. And then it kind of symbolized to us between each other that like the tulip was like me coming out of a bad spot and blooming into like this better human being, this better like spot in my life by being with her and by realizing that there were things out there that were better for me. It's my favorite piece by far. And my next piece that I got, I tried out a new shop in my local town right before me and my best friend went to college. I was like, you know what we haven't done? We should get tattoos together. And so they were like, yeah, let's fucking do that. The other tattoo shop that I had gone to previously was kind of high priced for what they were giving out. So I wanted to try a new place that had just opened up that was doing like deals and stuff. And the thing that she got was like the treble clef and the base clef that makes a heart, and she got it on the back of her leg, and it turned out really, really good. I got an arrow on my ring finger. This is it right here. It's not good. It's not good work. It was only $30, which is probably why it was not that good, but it was only 30 bucks. As you can see, it's already faded. I did get this almost 2 years ago now, but it's very faded. Its line work is very curvy, like wavy. It's probably the most noticeable tattoo. It's probably the tattoo that gets the most like, what does that mean? It kind of means for me, kind of similar to the tulip, like pushing forward in my life. I was going to college. I was living on a campus. It was going to be the scariest thing that I had ever done. So I got that to kind of symbolize, you know, like moving forward, pushing forward, just like getting to the point in my life where I was like happy and comfortable. And it's on my ring finger too, because one day when I do get married, I feel like marriage will kind of be the same thing, just like moving forward, being peaceful in your life, doing something that scares you but is gonna be awesome if you let it be. That's why it's on my ring finger. And my last and final tattoo is my second favorite to the tulip, and it also gets a lot of attention because people see it a lot because it's so big. It's the biggest piece that I have right now because one, the other two are on my hand, and then my tulip is always hidden whenever I'm out. Unless I wear like a short sleeve shirt, like a super short sleeve shirt. But this tattoo says, she's a child of the cosmos, and it's written in kind of a typewriter ink sort of dealio. I really like it. It is dedicated to my little sister. She is super duper into space. She's super into science. It symbolizes kind of her love for astrology, but at the same time it kind of symbolizes just her as a human being, because I've never met a person who is talented at art. She does music. She's a tuba player in what used to be my high school band as well. She plays tuba and she's outstanding at it. But she wants to be some sort of genetic doctor or like genetic engineer or something like that. Something so smart that I can't even like remember what it's called. It's rare that you find people who are good at the creative side and the mental side, but she's one of those people. So that kind of encapsulates her like personality, like her bright blue hair and like her buzzy attitude. I want to get tattoos that more tattoos that kind of represent other parts of my family. I think it would be good things to put on your body because you're always going to have your family. You're always going to care about your family. I think it would be something that I would want to get. I don't know what I would get to commemorate them. I think I would like to do that at some point. But I did go ahead and get the one I wanted for my sister. Right off the bat, we shared a room for 12 years of our life and then, you know, lived 2 seconds down the hall from each other for the rest of it. And now we're like, now that we don't live together and we don't fight as much, we're like inseparable. Her tattoo had to come first. I mean, what's the thirst? Guys, but that is my tattoo tag, and I hope that you guys liked it. If you did enjoy it, please smash that like button down below. I am so happy to be back on the channel. I missed making these videos. I didn't realize how much I missed it until I filmed the Paris album video, and I was like, wow, I miss like talking about like stuff. You all are wonderful people, and I hope that you and you have a wonderful day. Doctor, I am trying to have a sentimental moment, bitch.